first experience on the 150 HAX was pretty mind-blowing. You know, it feels like a perfect blend between the 120 HA and the 170, because it does have a little bit more low end than the 120, and it also has, you know, a good amount of drive and front foot feedback when you're pumping out on the 150. It does have a bit wider wingspan, but I think they did something really crazy with the wingtips and inflections where it feels like it breaches better than any other, you know, the previous lift foils I've tried, which is pretty insane. It still turns really good, you know, by having that narrow chord, and I totally see it being amazing for sup downwinding, getting up on foil fast, you know, chasing down bumps. And then I was using it in the race today, and that thing, you can stay up forever on it. You can just tap it and it pumps. So the 110 HAX is like the little brother to the 150. It looks similar, but it looks like a scaled up 190 almost, because it's still got a tiny little chord and a solid wingspan. And that wing, like, when it breaches, you can't even feel it. You had to like look down and be like, oh, I'm breaching. And again, that, you know, that wind would totally excel in the surf and downwind. And for me, it felt like it turned just as good, if not better, than the 120. But you know, the speed, it felt like it combined the speed and the pump of the 90 with the glide of the 120. So, you know, you're able to get out in front of the wave and really do like hard bottom turns and really crank the wing. But you're also, you know, it doesn't feel as knifey to pump, and you don't have to really force it to stay high as you would with the 90. So I find it as a great, you know, all-around wing for those that are really focusing on downwinding or want to cover a lot of ground pumping in the surf. And yeah, it's a great wing.
So 110, 150 HA, I just rode for the first time. Crazy how fast they are. You know, when first time I got up and popped up, it was really apparent. It's just like when you pump, the amount of speed that projects forward and the glide that you get is insane. They like speed, especially the 110, it wants to keep speed, but every pump that you do, you really just cover a lot of ground, and so that was really mind-blowing, and it's very obvious that that wing is built for speed, it's built for going downwind, it's built for efficiency, and really just those offshore downwinders. You know, it's not going to be my day-to-day surf foil for in the waves and riding waves, but for riding swell, wind swell, whether that's, you know, chipping in on a small prone board or someone paddling on a sup, it's insane. I've only honestly ridden the 150 once, and for me that had all the same characteristics of that 110. It was just a little bit easier. It had better slow speed. The wingspan is pretty close. I didn't really notice a big difference in the turning, but it was just easier to use. It was glidier. I think if I was on a sup, that would probably be my go-to, or days that aren't absolutely pumping. If it's just a smaller day and you're trying to, you know, force a downwinder to happen in maybe subpar conditions, 150 HAX is for sure just in a league of its own.
I'm Brady Hurley. I just came in first in the Foil Surf Racing League contest, and do it again next year.